Hi, welcome to monumentalmath.com. We're going to do order up. This is set 4. We're going to have 3 fractions and we have to put them in order. So let's get started. Look at your biggest denominator and see if your other 2 can go into it. They both can't. So double it to 12. Can these both go in? No. Make it be 3 times 6, you get 18. Can they both go in? No. If you make it times 4, you get 24. Can they both go in? No. If you make it times 5, well, obviously 5 can go in, and that would make 30. So that's it. That's your denominator, is 30. Now we change each fraction to having the same denominator. 3 times 10 is how you make 30. So 2 times 10 is 20. 5 times 6 is how you make 30. So 4 times 6 is 24. 6 times 5 is how you make 30. So 2 times 5 makes 10. Now you just look at your numerators. This is the smallest numerator, so there's your first fraction, 2 6. Your next smallest number is 20, so that's your next smallest fraction. 4/5 has to be the biggest one then. And if you kind of look at it as which ones are less or greater than 1/2, this is pretty tiny. It's less than 1/2. These are more than 1/2. Since it's less than 1/2, it'll have to be first. This number is almost as big as the denominator. It's very likely then going to be your largest one, and it is. Okay, next one. 1/7, 3/5, 9/10. Biggest denominator, well, 7 and 10 could go into 70, and that becomes 5 can go into 2, so that becomes your common denominator. Okay, 7 times 10 is how you make 70, so 1 times 10 is simply 10. 5 times 14 is how you make 70, so 3 times 14, 14 is a 10 and a 4. 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 4 is 12, 30 and 12 is 42. 10 times 7, so 9 times 7. Then you look at it and you put them in order, and guess what? They're already in order. So that becomes our answer, the 1/7, then the 3/5, then the 9/10. Now the way you can look at it is, are there any that are less than 1/2? Yes, this is tiny. This is right close to 1/2. This numerator is almost as big as the denominator, so this is probably going to be your biggest one, because this is close to being 1. So that's the order. This time we have 1/2s, 7ths, and 14ths. Go to the biggest denominator. Can both of these fit inside? Yes. So that becomes your denominator. 14 is the denominator for all of them. 1/2 becomes 2 times 7 is how you make 14. So 1 times 7 is 7. 7 times 2 is how you make 14. So 2 times 2 is 4. 14, it's already 14, so we just repeat it. Now you look at the numerators. The smallest one is 4/14, so that's your smallest fraction. Then this is your next one, 1/2. And then 9/14 has to be your largest one. And if you kind of eyeball it and think it out, then 2/7 is less than 1/2. 1/2 is right in the middle, and this one's bigger than 1/2. 7/14 would be 1/2. So it had to be this one, then the 1/2, then the fraction that's larger than 1/2. Now, good luck and enjoy the challenge.